just had to let you know. Yeah, give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the feeling knowledge, but it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they actors, now they truly focused in.
Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, Pac-Man.
In your face.
Now a two-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Wentz. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
82.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Got a man. It's the rookie, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate.
And a loose football, and the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this time Rodgers will throw. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, let's bring it! Let's bring it!
Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That's it. 58. Number 53. Mike 53.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That's Samuel. Caught left side. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Rodgers. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Watch the run.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown, Packers! Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Crosby Kelsey with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
Now Wentz on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about it.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Space to maneuver at the 40, and all the way up to the 46. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Here we go, G. 53 is a mark. 53, check 53. Here we go.
On 3rd and short, Smallwood. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. On 2nd and 10, Wentz, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dean Lowry showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. William Hayes, the pride of Winston-Salem State, coming in to drop him. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On play action. Now Rodgers. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Box it. Mike, 53, Mike.
Snap comes at 1. To the left side here for Eifert. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing his Wentz. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, it's Howard, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Dean Lowry, his 2nd sack of the night. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. Throwing is Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, Charlie.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. This time they stay on the ground. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Win 18. Mike. Guys, it's game situation. Hey, 88. 53, Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
Here's Kaiser. Completes it to Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Packers. Christian McCaffrey. his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Play action. Now Wentz rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Lion. He's crossing. He's crossing.
Now Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a play fake. Wentz. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Let's set a tone.
Wentz to throw again. Flushed out right. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. 19 yards to pick up there.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, and that's incomplete. Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jordan Howard, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. Now Crosby for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Let's go, D.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And
the pressure gets to him again. Kenny Clark able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Eagles 7.
Now Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Going up top. And that is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Rodgers going to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now Wentz. Over the middle, complete to Arcega-Whiteside. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit.
Partner, you know the...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ready. 18 Gator. Put up. Inside. On the ball. Deep grip.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
We got this. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Wentz. Aguilar has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. J.J. Arcega, Whiteside, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Wait. Here we go, D. Lefty.
Again, it's Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Eagles on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throwing is Wentz, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. To throw, it's Wentz, eluding the pressure right. It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Rolling to his left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably... And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Send it out. Green 18.
Mike, number 53.
Hey, Mike.
53.
Come on. You better put it in.
Rodgers looking to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins, but he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over.